What is up, YouTube? I am just getting home. Ugh, I am tired. But I wanted to come on here and let you guys know how my first full week went. It's Monday, so I'm talking to y'all about last week. I'm gonna post up here how much I made. It wasn't quite 1,000, but I only worked, I think, like 36 and a half hours. So yeah, not too shabby, as Ronnie says, for my first week back on Uber. So yeah, I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna be pushing for the 2,000 a week, just because I'm trying to get into other things and stuff, as far as like other businesses, so I have to study and stuff for those things. So I might try just to see if I can do it one more time. Trying to look awake, y'all, because I'm tired. It's like 2:00 and in the morning, and I should have started a little earlier, but I didn't. But that's because I worked late Sunday. And I'm deciding to be off on Tuesday because I still recently just moved, and I still have to, get, unpacked and everything like that, and organize. So yeah, but anyway, so my first week back, how was it? Pretty much the same old, what you have to deal with customers. But one thing I have decided to do, just because I still was watching YouTube videos, I still was, checking out Ronnie's videos and stuff like that, and just still trying to keep a pulse, my hand on the pulse of what's going on out here. And I saw where Ronnie was talking about how he got deactivated from Lyft because of, I guess a customer made a complaint or something. So he was just saying, well, it's like you can't even talk to people no more, and which is kind of true. People, we live in a world and society that's very sensitive, and everybody is just so different, and you can say one thing and somebody's offended. So what I've been doing is, I'm like, okay, so that's what's going on out here. All right, well, I just let people get in. I say, hi, please put your seatbelt on. And I don't say anything. I don't talk to, I'm not going to say I haven't talked to anyone, because I have, but I allow the customer to make that, to bring up the conversation. I allow them to, express if they want to communicate or not. And even with that, I communicate with them as long as they communicate with me. And that's just one thing that, as Uber drivers, and we already know that Uber, Lyft, these platforms are going to favor the customer more than they favor the driver, which is weird, because this is like, if y'all didn't have any drivers, y'all wouldn't have a company, but anyway, so that's what I've been doing. I don't talk to the passengers unless they talk to me. And I was kind of like that before, but even more so now. Like, hi, how you doing? What's your name? Confirm, the destination, and we off. I turn the music up and we're off. And it's been working, and so I think some customers kind of feel like, why isn't she talking or whatever, but that's why I put the music on. I don't have it loud, but I have it in a comfortable range to where it doesn't seem or feel awkward. And I'm listening to something in my ear, whether it's YouTube, podcast, book, whatever. I'm listening to something in my ear, so it doesn't necessarily feel awkward for me either. So that's just one of the things that you could do to kind of safeguard yourself. And if you feeling kind of awkward because you're not talking, have your Bluetooth on. This is I got my little Beats Bluetooth or whatever I got for Christmas. But put one of me. I put it in the ear where that they can't see. I mean, my hair is covering, but I just put it over here so they can't see that I have something in my ear or whatever. Because some people think that, because you listening to something or whatever, you're not paying attention. You usually be like older people. So I just put something in my ear to just kind of, I'm still paying attention to the atmosphere and the customer and what's going on around me, but just to kind of be in my own little world over here. But yeah, so that's one of the unfortunate realities that we have to deal with as drivers is, everybody's not the same. We live in a world of people who are, easily offended, easily trying to get a refund of a ride that they booked knowing they didn't have the money for it. But you just have to learn how to safeguard yourself against these things. I still have my dash cam. Have your dash cam. You gotta have things to protect yourself and your business as a driver, as an Uber driver, because the customers, they don't care about you. That's just the reality of the situation. Like, they don't care about you. They just care about getting a ride, getting to where they need to get to, and that's it. For the most part, they don't care. And we still, another thing is people are entitled. So you have people getting in here and they just feel like they can do whatever they want to do or talk to you how they want to talk to. And I haven't really dealt with that this week, but just wait, give it time. I'm sure we're gonna have somebody in here trying to, but that's why I say, especially as a female, you want to come out here as a female driver, especially if you're driving at night or early morning or whatever. You have to be confident in yourself. You have to be assertive, and I don't mean be rude, but you have to be assertive and know who you are. And me being in the military and growing up in a military family, I've learned how to assert myself and to basically give off not a negative air, but just a air of seriousness, of authority, if that's the right word, to let people know that you're serious and there ain't gonna be no games played in here with me. This is my business, and you have to have that disposition about yourself, especially as a female, because people will try you, and unfortunately that's, I'm not saying that it's fair, but that's just the way that this world is. And once you know the way that the world is, you act accordingly. And I'm not saying not to be who you are, but we know what we're talking about here. You know what I mean? As females, we have to deal with certain things that men don't have to deal with, and vice versa. So when you're doing Uber, you're out here, be confident, be assertive, speak up, and I'm talking to the women specifically here, and even some of the men, like, speak up, let them know you're there, let them know that this isn't just, some, like, this is your vehicle, this is your business, and let them know, hey, put your seatbelt on, and you don't have to, don't move the car until they do it. You can't be shy and let people just do what they want to do and walk all over you. I was talking to one of my passengers today, and he was cool. Me and him actually had a good conversation or whatever, but he was telling me how, and he looked up, because I send out a disclosure, and I have it in the comments. I send out a disclosure, and people have been reading it. I've had a few people cancel, but see, the thing is, when you read that disclosure, read it. Some people feel like, oh, you shouldn't have to do all of that, yada, yada, yada. This is all common sense. It is. But the world we live in, every single thing that I have written down on there is things that I've had to deal with. I've had people give me attitude about. And it's common sense. It's law. It's Uber policy. And people act like they're the exception to the rule, or they don't have to follow the rules. It's an entitlement mentality, and I see that the more and more I live and we live, every single day. People are just entitled. And I think it comes from people not wanting to take accountability for themselves, people not wanting to grow, it comes from this microwave society. They like that whole J.G. Wentworth, my money and I need it now. Like, everybody wants stuff now. There's no waiting. People, there's no discipline. People just want what they want. I'm not saying that's everybody, but that's the pulse of this world right now. So whenever you put your foot down and when you're in the car, like, I put my foot down. Oh, I gotta put my seatbelt on. Yes, sir, you do. Thank you. I appreciate that. You don't have to see, that's being assertive, but it's also like, I'm also saying thank you. I'll say yes, ma'am, or sir, not because I feel like I'm beneath them, but partly because it's how I was raised, but also so that they know that, hey, respect me by following the rules, but also I'm going to respect you, ma'am, sir. You know what I mean? Not that you have to say that. I'm not saying you have to say that, but be yourself. But there's a way to talk to people so that they know, oh shoot, okay, I'll do it. And that's what I get a lot of times, especially from the men. They'll be like, oh, okay. Or I have the people that come back with the rebuttal. Oh, you don't have to worry. And they be believing, you don't have to wear your seatbelt in the back seat. Sir, ma'am. He said, I'm going to look it up. I said, go ahead. He looked it up. After he looked it up, and I knew he found it, he was quiet for the rest of the ride. He ain't saying not a peep. And I'm just sitting here driving him to his destination, listening to music. He ain't say nothing. And we got to his destination. I said, all right, you have a good night. He said, okay, yes, ma'am, you too. And, people will try to get over on you, but that's when you're supposed to know the law in your market, your state, wherever you're at. No Uber policy, and don't let people get over on you, because if you give people an inch, they will try to take a mile. And one of the things that is in Virginia is that passengers can have open alcohol, but it has to be in the passenger area, and obviously the driver can't be drinking or anything like that. But open alcohol, people can have open alcohol except for the driver, basically. But me and one of the passengers was talking about that, but I don't care about that, because being this color and also because of the world we live in, let's just be real about it. Being this color and have it, and maybe, God forbid, getting pulled over by the police and somebody got alcohol, and how does the police know I didn't take a drink? Those are just issues that you don't need to deal with, on top of the fact that this is my car, this is my rules. And it's not like it's rules that and you'll see in my disclosure, it's not like it's rules that aren't common sense. You know what I mean? So I just said all that just to say my week was good. I made, I'm gonna put a screenshot in here. It was like $917 or something like that I made. And I really wasn't even trying. I didn't really have like a quote unquote schedule. I mean, I tried to at the beginning of the week. I was getting up at like 5 o'clock, leaving out of the house anywhere between 5 and 6 in the morning, work until about 10 or 11, get home, go work out, come back, take a shower, then take a nap, and then go back out around like anywhere between 3 and 5, sometimes 6 o'clock. And I noticed that it started getting later and later, me leaving the house as the week went on. But that's because I'm still trying to adjust and get used to my schedule, which is another thing that you'll have to do. As far as the slow season, it is kind of slow, but there's still business out here. So it's not that slow. And maybe it's because I guess it's still middle of February, and we are technically in the slow season, but there's money out here, y'all. There, at least in my market, there's money out here. So get out on that road, ladies. If you have any questions, any, you know, is that a light or is that a net? Okay, thought I saw a little net or maybe some lint flying around. But ladies, if you have any questions and you want to ask me my advice about anything, any questions at all, if you want specific things me to answer and talk about specific things in the video, you know, comment below, so that I can address these things. My videos are like, I posted a video about me being back and reactivated, and I've been trying to upload it for like the past 2 days, and it has not uploaded. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm probably gonna have to reach out to YouTube and see what's happening. I don't know if it's because I've been gone for so long, but that still doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it act like it's uploading, but then it'll stop. It always stops at a certain point, and it'll just be loading, and it's not doing anything. So hopefully you guys are able to see these videos soon. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I don't want to make this too long, but that's how my first week went, and it's Monday. It's on to my second week, and I'm not working tomorrow because I got some things to take care of, but I'll be working the rest of the week. So yeah, that's how it went, y'all. But yes, you know, it's a learning curve, and Uber, it's a good job, but it's not for the faint. It's not for the faint-hearted. And you know, if you want this money bad enough, and you have the discipline and you have the drive, and realizing that Uber is not, I mean, for some people it might be an end goal, but it's not the end goal for me. It's a stepping stone. You know, and it's the easiest and quickest way that I've found being a gig worker, you know, contractor, W-9 worker, that it's the easiest and quickest way to make some good money, that can help, you know, catapult you to, you know, the next thing that you want to do, you know, in your life. So yeah. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna head upstairs so I can go not take a nap, but go to sleep. And yeah, so I shall talk to y'all later. Bye. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.